You're live. Is this live? I don't even know. I think we're live. You're live. Why is it showing me in the fridge? Oh my God. Violet. I think I'm live, but look at it's just showing me in the refrigerator. Is that real?
That's funny.
Okay, so I can't see. I think we're live. I see 0 viewers. Window capture. And I don't know about this one. That's funny. Oh, title required. Live feed 2/22/21. Monday. Go live. Now what?
Will that do it for this one?
I have no idea. I hope it clears that. Okay, now you know I spend a lot of time in my refrigerator. Darn it. Hello. I'm not sure if this is working and if people are here. I struggle with this. Maybe just let me know if you're here. I think I have 1 viewer. Is that me? And I don't know why, but ooh, it looks really choppy. Good morning, Miss Pam. So are you seeing me and Violet? Violet and I? Are you seeing us? Or are you seeing me looking in the refrigerator? Because that's what on my screen, it's showing me looking in the refrigerator. There, you caught me in the act. Good morning, ladies. I'm on, so you see me. I don't know why, but Patrick sets up 2 screens for me, and I can see me scratching my face right now, but the other screen shows me just staring into my refrigerator. So I must have been doing that earlier, and he caught that. It is just me today and Momo, who is underneath my chair, being such a good boy. You know, he's a working dog, and so when he wakes up, he's ready to start working. And he runs around the house and looks out the window to let me know if anything's going on. And I used to go, God, why is he barking and stuff? But I'm realizing he's just doing his job, and he is doing such a good job. So I just thank him and I say, what a good job you're doing. Good morning, ladies. So I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. Number one, Christine tallied up. If you don't know who Christine is, she does our marketing, and she used to be with Baby Law, and now she's on her own, and we feel so lucky to have her working with us. But she does our marketing and helps us with just everything. Gives us new ideas, and we run things by her. But she tallied up the response for Friday's question, which was, what would you like to see carried in the store that we don't have in the store? And the number 1 answer was fabric. And I know we have a little bit of fabric in the store. Remember when we did our first feed, and we were like, ta-da, here's our fabric section. We had I think we had like 5 bolts or something like that. So I feel like we've come a long way, but we barely have anything still. We're actually having Joanne Patterson's husband, who's so wonderful, is building us some shelves. So we're going to have some more fabric. I always said I wouldn't go there because I like to shop, and it's a slippery slope once you get into fabric. So, and we had a big request. So we had, out of all the replies, I think there were 87 replies. 30 of the replies were for fabric. Maybe if you could let me know like what fabric you're interested in particularly, maybe there's something that you're really into, but 29 of the replies were for fabric and 19 of those replies were, that was for thread. And out of the 19, almost half of you wanted Isacord. Have you thought of doing a bingo? What is that, Pam? I would love to think about doing bingo, but maybe let me know some, I guess give me some more information, like what store it is, and I can kind of look into it, maybe stalk their site. But I thought that was really interesting that it was fabric and it was thread. And out of the 29 that said fabric, 9 of them, 11 people said pre-cuts. So they want pre-cuts, and I think we're going to be able to do that because, yes, I am going to go talk to Moda. So 11 out of the 29, so a third of you out of that 29 wanted pre-cuts, and 6 out of that 29 wanted grunge. So I think grunge is really, really popular. So I'm going to definitely look into that too. So we're going to look at grunge. We're going to look at fabric. We're going to look at pre-cuts. And so I don't know if we'll do Floriani. I just don't know if we'll do that because when we have machine service and they have issues, a lot of times they'll ask us if it's Floriani, the text at Baby Lock, because it is round, it's wound the opposite direction of most threads. So sometimes that can cause an issue. Isacord, I could see myself looking into that. You know, we really do have a lot of Wonderfill and we love Wonderfill, but I definitely see why you might want some Isacord because I love Isacord too. And other things that people requested, rulers. Rulers, there are so many rulers. So if there's a particular ruler that you want, my favorite rulers are the Creative Notions. I need Patrick here to clean my glasses because I can't see through them. So we do have a small selection of rulers, and the rulers that we have are the Creative Grids because I really think those are the best. I just like the way that they have those anti-slip kind of like I don't know, the edging on it, and it's on the back of most of it in spots. But it has this like, I don't want to say it's abrasive, but it's grippy in certain sections. So I can always order whatever rulers you want as well. So if there's a particular ruler, just let me know and I can get it for you. And I carry my favorites, but if there's any ruler that you want, just let me know and I can get those. There's literally hundreds of rulers. So I can't carry all of them, but I carry just the basics like the 6x24, and I like some of the square ones and some of the shorter ones that are a little bit skinnier. So cotton thread. So we do carry confetti, and we carry confetti, and we carry, is it Tootie? I can't even remember. It's Tootie, which is like the variegated. So we have those. As you know, space is a premium in our store. So that's funny because somebody put on here that it was a request bigger store. The reason we're not in a bigger store is because with bigger store comes more overhead. And because we run lean and mean, that's what allows us to do the great deals. And I don't see us going into a bigger store anytime soon. I really dream about it, about opening something and creating something and building something that's just for us. I don't know if it's going to happen. So for right now, that's probably not going to happen. Ruler feet. We have ruler feet in the store. We have ruler feet for the Baby Locks and the Brother machines. And if you are looking at ruler feet and you have a Baby Lock and a Brother, you want the Baby Lock one. Other brands, your needle may not center to that foot, and you want your foot, because it's like your ruler foot's round, your needle on the Baby Lock and Brother goes right in the center, and from the center, it's a 1/4 inch to the edge all the way around. So you definitely want the Baby Lock version, and we carry that in the store. So we have the ruler feet. Battleizer. So we have Battleizer in the store too, and I'm gonna put that on my list because I need to order more. But I don't know if you knew that, but we carry Battleizer. We have the prepackaged, and then we have the smaller bolts, and we will be getting more because I need to restock that. If you don't know what Battleizer is it's Battleizer and Stabilizer all in one. So if Battleizer and Stabilizer had a baby, I'm sorry, Stabilizer and batting had a baby, it would be called Battleizer. So we have that. I want to do bingo. I love bingo. I want to do it. I need to watch and somebody needs to teach me how to do that. I know that. So you know the computer place. We have a computer place next to us, and it's been squeezed. So our store, if you divided up our little shopping complex, it would divide into 4 different sections. We have 2 of the 4. The computer store had 1 of the 4, so they had a quarter. We have half. The computer store has a quarter. The bike store has a quarter. So now the computer store, I think 2/3 of it has gone to the bike store. So they have a third left, or maybe 3/4 has gone. So now they only have so the computer store only has like this much left. So if you took that, then there would be no computer store. Should we do it, ladies? Squeeze them? Let's just squeeze them out. So I don't think we can take any of the computer store because the bike store has taken it. But our store, which is the A1 Sewing and Vacuum, used to be next to Elegant Avenue, and we took all of it. When they moved, we took that whole section. Smaller store with better deals. That is kind of the name of the game with A1 Vacuum and Sewing. And I know it'd be nice to have you know what the problem with having more space too is I fill it. I fill every single itty bit of it. And if you come into the store, you're going to see that Shauna did some reorganizing and some re-merchandising. And she put stuff up that we've had in the store that I didn't even know we had there anymore. So come in and see. She did such a great job. I don't know what we would do without Shauna creating all that great space for us. But when I looked at it, I went, Shauna, oh no, you've created space for me. You ladies know I'll fill up that space. So boutiques, I don't know. We'll see what we can do with the space that we have. We'll see what's left. I love boutiques. I had a request for Tulip Pink. I love Tulip Pink. If anything, we're going to stick to the basics, and we'll have, we're just going to add those fabrics that are like the mixers that you can throw into your quilts that kind of, put everything together. When I bought fabrics, I used to buy prints, like whatever gorgeous prints they were, and I realized that I don't use them. I don't use them as much as I use those fabrics that are just going to be the blenders that are going to be in my quilts. So muslin. So we now have muslin in the store, and I bought nice quality muslin. So we have 60-inch, 96-inch, and 45-inch. So we'll continue to have muslin. Embroidery thread in every color. Sometimes you ladies come in and you're looking for a color, and I'm like, I show you, we go over and look at Wonderful. I'm like, oh, I don't have that color. So I totally get it. So we will look into that. Lace scissors. I don't even know what lace scissors are. So I've never heard anyone request those, but I'll look into that. Ginger scissors. Again, we only have so much room for scissors. So, and again, if any of this is on your list, you can always let me know and I can special order anything for you. It's a matter of, do we take up that space permanently? And all these things that I'm listing for you right now, it was just one person. So out of those 89 people, 29 wanted fabric, 19 wanted thread. Out of those, and then it was like Isacord was 8, Moda was 6, Floriani was 5, quilting rulers were 3, but everything else was 1. So I had to go, okay, do we take up store space for that one request, or do you just ask me and I can special order it for you? Yes, we will do a tour. Shauna's going to do that. Yes. Patrick is at this morning. You know, I don't like doing the live. I don't like doing the live feeds by myself. So this morning, Patrick, or was it last night? He goes, "Do you mind doing the live? Can you do the live feed by yourself tomorrow?" And I was like, "No." And then he goes, "You're gonna do the live feed alone," because he went. I was like, "Can't you go skiing after?" So he is skiing. Yes, he is skiing right now. He just loves it. How could I say no to him? He works so hard. So let's see. Vinyl. Oh my God, wait till you see the section that Shauna did. She did a whole section and it's all vinyls and it's all HTV, PSV, thicker vinyls, thinner vinyls. So we have a decent selection, I think. So we have vinyls are in the store. Non-embroidery products. Well, you can go to other stores. I mean, we're sewing and sewing store, so we're gonna have sewing and embroidery stuff. That's really what. But we do have some non-stuff puzzles. Remember, ladies, the puzzles and everything else. So it's gonna be related to probably sewing and embroidery. A shampooer. You know what? So Shirley, we're not carrying shampooers anymore, and the reason for that is because they all break. And I think we had the best shampooer out there, which was the Royal. But that company, all of the shampooer companies were bought by the same Chinese holding company, and the quality of the products just went down. And so we just couldn't support those anymore. Once they stopped making them, the quality that we feel like we need to have in the store, we just can't carry them anymore. We do have a product that is works with an enzymatic shampoo that encapsulates the dirt and then you vacuum it up. This is what I've learned from Patrick. I'm always like listening. So we do have something that I think is even better than a shampoo at the store that we can demo for you. Wool ironing mats, we have them, and we have them right now, I think, in every size. So just come in. Scissor sharpening. Did you know that Patrick sharpens scissors? So we already have that in the store. He sharpens scissors and he sharpens knives. Shapeflex 101, we carry it, and we carry it in white and black. Quilt top classes. Is this we're doing edge to edge, so that's coming up in I think the first week in April. So if you want to do edge to edge and that's what you're talking about, we're going to have it. Cave facet fabric. I'm going to look into that because I love cave facet and I feel like it goes with everything. We carry serger thread. Craft patterns, we do have a couple. We just don't have the space to carry a ton, but we do have some craft patterns. We do have some bag patterns. Rainbow hardware. Okay, I'll look into that and look into having more of that because I love that. Lanyard stuff. Don't know if we'll ever carry that. I think you can get that at like Hobby Lobby and Joann's, but if there's something specific that you need me to special order for you, let me know. Webbing. I can't carry that just because, well, I could, but it's another thing. They make me buy huge quantities. And then rolls, and it's just not a huge requested thing. Again, I'll leave something like webbing up to Mill End and Joann's. Annie's bag patterns. I don't know much about Annie's bag patterns, but I'd be interested in looking that up. Rotary blade sharpening. I don't know. Do they do that at stores? But I think there are products that do that. Oh, look it. So I had 2 requests for wool mats, and we do have those in the store. This I want to talk to you about. So public book exchange and public fabric exchange. I love that because I love stuff going, if you're not going to use it, I love that you could bring it in and trade it and then get something that you are going to use. So I really, really love that. And I love the idea of stuff having a second home or, getting a second opportunity with somebody who's going to love it and want it when somebody else is done with it. I just don't know how we would set that up. Like, how could we set that up? Could we set that up where, because, space is a premium. Is he doing honing? I don't know what honing is, Miss Pam. I know he sharpens scissors. So I would be really interested in the book exchange and the fabric exchange. Number one, we need to find space for that. And we haven't been doing classes in the store. I'm not sure when we're going to start those again. Maybe we get rid of 2 of the classroom tables and we put just like 2 shelves, like one where 2 back-to-back big shelves, like the one that we have up front for our special orders. Maybe we do something like that and you guys can come in and exchange, because I love that idea. I got stuff in my stash I'd like to exchange. But I will talk to Patrick and the ladies. Maybe we'll do something like that. Scanica Accessories. We have a ton of Scanica accessories. I don't know which ones you're looking for, but we have a lot. And Shauna reorganized things, so maybe you couldn't see it, but there's a lot of stuff there. Everything from Scanica bags to different kits. And, we should have that. Cam snaps. Cam snaps, again, it's the space. You can buy cam snaps directly from Cam Snaps. You can get them on Amazon, and I would buy the branded stuff because some of the other stuff is not as good. But Cam Snaps, you could go on Amazon and buy that. I don't know if that's something that we're going to get. Sally Tomato Kits, love that. I don't know how many of those we're going to carry. I can always special order. And slide zippers. Slide zippers for Manny. Have never thought about that. So those were the votes. I really, you know what? I love this because it gives me an area to focus and it gives me some other things to think about. And Patrick, he's so smart to ask this because I feel like stuff like this helps us be a better store for you. We will continue to do online. We're going to continue to do online classes, and we will do in-store classes at some point. I just don't know when. And I don't know if we're going to go back to, I think we'll continue online classes throughout. That's going to be something that we're going to continue to do throughout. So let's talk about the sew along. I don't know if you saw it, but Christine put that up on the website, and I sent her a note this morning being like, do we have all the rules and parameters? All of that is on the website too. So what you need to do is you need to go in and you need to join the sew along group. So the sew along group is where we're going to be posting all of that stuff, and we will be, Michelle's going to be moderating the group. The winner of the vote for what we were going to do for our sew along was fandom. And when when Michelle, Shauna, and I sat down, and I don't know if we have a bigger fan of fandom than Michelle. And I was like, Michelle, do you have like examples? And she got her phone out. She was like, oh yeah, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one. Like, I mean, that's Michelle. Fandom is Michelle. I love fandom too, so I've been thinking about what am I gonna make, and it's kind of exciting because it's anything that you love. Shauna was like, I don't know if you know this about Shauna. She loves guns. She's like, I'm gonna do something gun related. So she likes to go out and like target shoot and do stuff like that. So I think she's a good shot too. I think she's a good shot because she's really good at shooting me with rubber bands in the store, and she always gets me. So Shauna is a very good shot. So it could be anything. I think I was looking at the little thing that Christine created. It had like the Beatles on there, and there's like Disney, and there's Wizard of Oz, and there's so many things it could be. And for Shauna, I was like, oh yeah, that's like fandom. Like you could do something like guns, if that's what you're into, the rodeo, if you're into horses, if you're into animals, like whatever you're into. I love fandom because it's everyone's a fan of something, right? So the biggest rule, I think it can't be something that you've already created. So you can't just go to your stash and go, oh look, here's my fandom. But and when we sat down to do it, we're like, it's kind of like anything goes. Like, if you want to make a bag, if you want to make a quilt, whatever it is that you're excited about, it could be something that takes you 2 hours. It could be something that takes you a month. And so you could start now, but officially we start on March 1st. So March 1st, and we're going to go till April 1st. And I think April 1st falls like on a Thursday, so we're going to give you the weekend to vote, and then we'll announce our winner. There'll be a gift card to the store. I think it'll be $100 prize gift card. I think last time, who won last time? It was the Phils. Was it Miss Joanne? Did you win? And then it was and then there was free motion, which was amazing too. And we got a chance to meet a lot of people that weren't from here too, or people that were from here that had never been in the store. So I love these because it'll be an opportunity for our little community to come together. And I love to see how creative everyone is. And I know you probably don't have anything you're working on anyway, so you might as well throw this in the mix, which I know isn't true. Usually you guys have 101 projects, but I hope that you'll do this, and we would love it if you posted pictures, like little updates to get people excited and motivated and go, oh, what are they doing? And we don't want you to just post your whole thing so that everyone knows, but it could be like a little snippet. Like it could be just like the corner of your project. Like, oh, look at this that I'm making. So, fandom, it's going to be fantastic. I hope you'll participate. It'll be something that, well, I know some of you sometimes need a little motivator, and it'll be something we can all work on together. And, you could do little teasers, and it's going to be fun. So start thinking about it. We understand that. Thank you very much, Miss Betty. So, start thinking about what you want to do. That's going to be fandom that you could put out there, and, do this to have fun. And do it so you can make something that you're going to love. Maybe it's something you've always wanted to do. Fandom means being a fan of something. So whatever you're a fan of, you're going to be creating something. So whether you want to embroider it, you want to sew it, maybe it's a garment, maybe you make a costume. It can be anything. Maybe it's something you're going to do for your grandkids. Maybe it's princess dresses that you do for them. Maybe it is a quilt that you're going to do. Maybe, you see all the amazing bags that Michelle does. So, and I didn't know what fandom was either, but it's just being a fan of something. And that your Sew Along project is going to be based on that. So, fabric, threads, so let's talk about, so the rules are on the website. So if you go to the groups, request to join the group, it's going to be the A1 Vacuum and Sewing Sew Along group. And I think you can just go to our website, and then there's a spot where you can look at groups. And for me, when I go on there, it's the very top one. So join the group, get involved, make something awesome, be creative. I can't wait to see what people do. I wanted to let you know about upcoming classes. So tomorrow is the Luminaire and Solaris IQ class. If you've never taken that class before, it is an included class. Send me an email at some point today. I will check my email. I don't think you really need to get too much together for that. 10:30 to 1:30, and that's going to be tomorrow, the 23rd. Tomorrow afternoon is going to be Shauna's Gnome patch class. So it's not just about patches. It's also about taking a image, a JPEG. I think she's doing a JPEG and maybe a PNG. It's taking an image from the internet, foregoing your scanning and putting it into, you do need to have either IQ Designer, which is going to be on the Destiny, the Dream Machine. I'm sorry. IQ Designer is going to be on the Baby Locks. So the Destiny and the Solaris, and then some of the other machines like the Stellaire, is it the Meridian? So the or the Design Center, which is going to be the Luminaire and the Dream Machine and the XJ1 and those machines. So she's going to show you how to take an image and just turn it into an embroidery design, which is an incredible skill. And I think a lot of people learned a lot in that class. Some people do it just to learn that aspect, and some people want to learn how to do patches. So if that's either of you, get signed up for that class. I think you can still get signed up. You could come in the morning, get supplies if you needed the supplies. But that's going to be tomorrow afternoon from 2 to 5. I've had a lot of people ask if she's going to do another patch class, and I think she is, but it's not going to be the gnomes. It'll be something else. And that's going to be the 23rd. I think I wrote my dates wrong here. There's also a class on the 24th. The 24th, we're doing our first enhancing your IQ class, which are those Salima Jaffer videos that work with your design center and your IQ designer. And she's going to be walking you through project. It's from volume 5, and it's the Mugworks project. You do need a kit for that, although you can cut it yourself. We could give the instructions if you're from out of town. It's very basic. That's going to be on the 24th. And it's from 10:30 to 12:30. Is the 24th? So the 23rd is Tuesday. The 24th is Wednesday. So that's going to be on Wednesday. So we do still have some spots on that, 10:30 to 12:30. There is an Aventura sewing class. That's going to be 1:30 to 3:30. So if you have an Aventura or you have a 3600, that class is for you, and it's going to be the sewing side of things. On Thursday, there is going to be Intro to Scanica. This is going to be our second class on Canvas. This is going to be part of Scanica Club, and it's an intro to Canvas and what the difference is between, I think, the internet version and I guess I should take the class because I don't even know. But if you don't know what Canvas is or you want more information on Canvas, this is a class for you. That's going to be on Thursday, the 25th. I actually think we're filled on that class, but we also have that next week on March the 2nd. So if you can't get in on the 25th, you're going to take that next week. Friday, ladies, Garden Guild. This is Kimberbell. It's going to be an all-day event. Shauna and Michelle and I are going to be teaching it. We're each going to be doing a project. And I think we're sold out, so you can't really sign up for that. But I just contacted Kimberbell. We're going to be sewing with our Gnomies. We're going to do that event. It's a 2-day event. And if you love gnomes, it's for you. If you love Kimberbell, it's for you. If you just want to do an event, it's for you. It's an embroidery event. I put it in for April 23rd and 24th. However, Violet just told me she thinks she has a soccer tournament. So I might be changing the date. So it's probably going to be the last weekend in April or the very last weekend in April, which is split between April and May. So it'll either be the 23rd and the 24th, or it's going to be April 30th and May 1st. So just keep that on your radar. That's going to be coming up. Software 101 is starting. So if you have palette or PE design, and we're talking version 11, it is not for any of the other earlier versions. It is not for any other software because it's way too hard. It's just we can't teach you all the different softwares. So that's what it's limited to. That is going to be starting. I think we have 1 or 2 spots left. And that's going to start March 1st. So, and I've had people ask questions about the dates. It was originally scheduled to be every 2 weeks, but we had to switch one of those classes because Michelle's going to be doing a week of machine training at Baby Lock. And so we had to push it up. So there's one class where it's 2 weeks in a row, and then it skips 3 weeks because we had to move it. And it could have either been skipped 3 weeks and then 2 weeks in a row, or we did it 2 weeks in a row and then skipped 3 weeks. So if you were wondering why that was changed, that's why. So Software 101 starts. It is a 10-week commitment. Once you sign up, you are locked in. You cannot move it to another week. And there's homework. So just know that what you put into that class is what you're going to get out of it. And you do not have to be there to take the class. You can just do the videos afterwards. So you can watch the recordings of the video, pause, do what you're supposed to do, and then do it that way. But that's going to start on March 1st. There's a Canvas class on March 2nd. Our OESC freestanding lace event is on March 3rd. That's a free event, and then they give you a discount code that you can use. And then I'm doing Blackboard bags on the 4th. Those are so cute. You want to take that. It's going to be fun. And then I'm doing a Serger 2 class on March 5th. So if you have an 8-thread serger and you've never taken the class where you learn about your cover stitch, chain stitch, we do 5-thread safety, we do the wave stitch, and that's what we do in that class. So if you need a refresher, you can take that class, or if you've never taken it before, you can take that class. The classes, some of these classes aren't on the website, so you need to reach out to me. Things like Serger 2 and some of the, like the Aventura sewing class is not on there. So those classes, just reach out to me, send me an email. Let's see, do I have any other notes that I wanted to cover? I think that is it. Yeah. So, our winner last week, if you missed it, was Dawn Aragon. She won the little pack of blanks that Shauna had put together. And the thing that was funny about that is I think we called her name the week before, but she didn't win because it was not the right response to the question. And then we called her again. So I was so excited about that. So we will be back in the store on Tuesday. Dax got married this weekend. And by the way, his name is Dax. That means that's spelled D as in dog, A-X, not Max, not anything else. It's Dax. So Dax got married over the weekend. He's going to be on his honeymoon for 2 weeks, so he won't be in the store. But we are so caught up. So if you bring in your machines, I think we're going to fall a little bit behind over the next 2 weeks. But we're so caught up right now that I think it'll be fine. And I think that's it. So I want you to be creative, make something awesome. I'm going to be working in my sewing room as much as I can. I don't know what happened to the dog. He was under here when I started. He's out there. And I'm going to get as much as I can get done while having Momo stare at me with his rope toy in his mouth saying, "Play with me, mommy." And he's a little pushy, barks at me too. So, and tomorrow I should have some show and tell for you. So I'm super excited about that. And I will see you tomorrow with Patrick. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Bye, guys. And that